An oasis in the desert is what best describes Israel's investment in irrigation agriculture. An investment that has seen Israel produce enough food for local consumption as well as surplus for the export market. This is Israel, surrounded by endless acres of mountains and desert land. A land where a visitor cannot imagine would produce any type of food. Away from the hustle of the city is Kibbutz Kalia, a district near Jericho where the government of Israel has initiated various food security projects. Here, the green environment and the sight of a healthy crop in the farm brings hope that indeed irrigation agriculture can be achieved even in the most unlikely places. The irrigation technology is what Kenya is borrowing from Israel.
Mainly there are two irrigation systems. One is drip irrigation system and the other one is center pivots. The center pivot is an irrigation machine which is working. It's working automatically. It rotates and irrigate a big area of crop. This is one way to do. And the other, drip irrigation, is drip lines along the crop to irrigate the crop itself. There are few other technologies we are checking regarding fertigation, regarding filtration, regarding water conveyance, that we are really bringing the high-end technology to Kenya.
In this farm, the tomatoes have been planted in greenhouses with everything including irrigation water as well as fertigation being monitored and controlled from a central location. Utilizing space and the little available water is key. Believe it or not, this greenhouse is right in the middle of desert land. While on a tour of Israel's farms, President Uhuru Kenyatta stressed the need of focusing more on delivery of food security projects.
This place is drier than any part of Kenya. But ukitembea, you cannot imagine it. It's not possible to imagine. Na sisi tualia hawa wanafanya kazi.
Farmers in Kenya have often complained of not having enough feed for their dairy cows due to dry conditions. Here in Israel, however, the dry conditions have not deterred dairy production. The feed, which is mostly hay, is grown here and mixed with concentrates to ensure the cows get maximum nutrients. For these cows, eating right is a priority to ensure maximum production. For instance, this cow here produces about 50 liters of milk a day, which is about 20 liters above what a dairy cow in Kenya produces in a day. The milking process is very interesting. All the cows that are ready for milking are brought here, where milking is done automatically for about 300 cows. The machines are controlled by just 2 people.
Here, technology is advanced. Yeah, everything is done by computer, so that's the main difference. The only difference is to do with technology. Otherwise, these people are doing the same agriculture they are doing is what we are doing. The only difference is technology.
The main thing is water conservation. If we can get a good technology of how to conserve our water and use the water for irrigation in the arable lands in Kenya, I'm very sure that we can do what they are doing here.
Compared to Israel, the agriculture potential in Kenya is barely untouched.
Kenya has a longer coastline than Israel. Over 500 kilometers of beautiful coastline, all the way from Vanga to Kiunga, that is totally unutilized. All our 6 coastal counties are water-stressed counties. Yet, they have the vast Indian Ocean just next door. If the Israelis have done it, why can't we as Kenyans do it?
Recently, Kenya sent 75 students in Israel for training in agro-studies, where they are expected to transfer the same technology back home to enhance food security.
3 billion agreement to support our students for the next 6 years. And these 6 years will be in various fields of agriculture, whether animal production, horticulture, and then of course irrigation technology, and so on. So it's very diverse and it's starting to work. And we will realize in the next 3-4 years, it will change the country for the next 50 years.
Besides Green Arava, which is the company currently implementing the Galana irrigation scheme, Kenya hopes to partner with more Israeli companies in matters agriculture.
All I will tell people is just look what you're seeing here. This is what we're saying. Yeah? Over 70% of Kenya is arid and semi-arid. We can no longer continue to depend on rain-fed growing of our crops. We must move to irrigation-fed. This is the only way we will be able to sustain our food security needs. So this is a perfect example of what we are trying to do in Kenya. And I think this is what I was saying there. We should make less noise and learn from people like this, because at the end of the day, what we want is to ensure that we have enough food for our people, and not just enough food for our people, but also that we can export as well.
It is indeed very interesting how Israel has managed to turn her desert land into food-producing land by just the use of technology, and Kenya having already partnered with Israel in the implementation of the Galana irrigation scheme. Indeed, her dream for a food-secure nation is not far-fetched. Ruth Mutegi at Kibbutz Kalia in Israel.